Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the brand new Bravado Dorado in Grand Theft Auto Online. You can't help but smile when you hear the name Bravado Dorado. I think it's kind of hilarious. So, brand new in GTA Online today with the update week. We're going to be customizing it, of course, and we're going to go ahead and get started with the armor. We're going to go all the way up on that quickly, eventually, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're also going to go all the way up on the brakes. We're also going to do the engine right now as well, and then we're also going to do the transmission as well as the turbo on this thing. And then the suspension will come to later, but we got to get started with the arch covers. So we can do either primary or the stock, which is, I believe, plastic. It could be secondary as well, though. I don't think it is, though. We also have the primary street arch covers, and we have those in secondary or carbon as well. And then we have the primary sport arch covers that also adds the little bug deflector onto the windshield there. I think that I like the primary the best, and I'm kind of tempted to put this thing on, except it looks like a unibrow, and I'm kind of not really feeling that. So we're gonna go primary arch covers to start off. Bull bars, we can go for bull bars. This update, every single vehicle has bull bars, I swear to God. Like it damn near every vehicle. Like obviously the Omaggio and the FR36 don't, but pretty much every other vehicle does, it feels like. I think that I'm gonna go with the bull bar with the fog lights. I feel like that's cool, so we'll do that. For the bumpers, we can also go primary for that if we want to. We can go carbon as well. We can also go for the smoothed bumper, which I can't really tell what that does, to be completely real. Oh, I guess it's at the bottom right there. That's what it is. And then we have the carbon smoothed as well. Primary street, and then we also have that in secondary and carbon too. Primary sports bumper, man, it almost feels like they tried to make this thing like almost have some sort of customization of the new Durango in like some ways, but just didn't quite get there. So this is the extended bumper on the rear here. We also have the reinforced bumper as well. Primary sports bumper, and yeah, that's kind of it. I think that I kind of want to go for the primary sports bumper, honestly. I feel like that's probably our best bet. Yeah, I don't know. The bumper options aren't super great on this thing, to be honest. Front fenders, we can go secondary or carbon. I'm going to leave it alone because it looks ugly. We can also go for the grill and do a primary grill if we want to. We can also go for a horizontal grill instead. You know, I'm going to take off that bull bar really quick, just so we can actually see what we're doing here. I should have done that earlier. So we have the horizontal in primary as well. We have the mesh grill. We have the primary mesh. We have the chrome mesh. Oh boy, that's ugly. And primary chrome mesh. Oh dear God, these are ugly options. I don't really love chrome. I don't know if I want this to be primary color, but I don't really see another choice because I feel like it's the only thing that kind of looks good, so we'll do that. Now I'll go ahead and put the bull bar back on, so we'll do that. For the hood, next up, we have that in secondary and carbon for the stock hood. We have the smoothed hood, we have secondary and carbon smoothed as well. We get the primary twin intake hood. That's honestly a kind of a cool option. I don't mind that, except for the chrome, that's really ugly. We got the primary ridge hood, we got the primary aggressor hood, we have the twin inlet hood. Honestly, twin inlet is definitely the best looking. I'm going to go for that option today for sure. Alright, so we got that on. Next up, headlights. I will go xenon, I think, and for the neon kit, I am going to put it on. Not because I want to see it, just because it lowers the center of gravity, which makes the car handle a little bit better. So we got that. So we can do the black stripe, we can do the white stripe with the black outline on it, which is pretty cool. We got the dual gray stripes, we got the dual white stripes as well, the offset white stripe and the offset yellow stripe. So that's the same thing, just in white and yellow. Bravado billboard, we got the hot shot, we got the tribal flames halftone hunting camo. Interesting. You know, I don't mind the dual gray stripes. I also don't mind the offset white stripe. I'm kind of thinking, I kind of have a build in mind, so we're going to go for the offset white stripe. We're also going to go for the blue on white 3 plate. And then for the color, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for that horrible, like I guess early 2000s, late 90s, like Dodge red. I'm going to try my best to replicate it. So I think a Torino red or maybe a blaze red. Blaze red gets the tone a little better. Then we got to get rid of the sunrise orange. We got to put on like a, ooh, it can't really have a pearlescent, to be honest. I'm gonna go black on that actually. This is pretty close to that like awful. I think you guys probably know what I'm talking about. You've probably seen a Durango in this color that I'm talking about. So that like just awful early 2000s, late 90s Dodge red. I'm sure you've seen it. Now for the roof, we have some roof accessories here. So we got the aerial, we got the roof rack, we got the raid roof rack as well, light bar and roof rack. We got the roof rack with fog covers. We got the off-road rack and the roof box. Honestly, I feel like the light bar and the roof rack is the coolest. I'm going to go for that. For the skirts, we do have some side steps that we can do. We can go for primary, secondary. We also have the street steps as well. We got the chrome side steps. We got the plastic side steps. We got them. We got the plastic piped steps as well. Honestly, I like how it's like integrated with the primary arch. I don't mean to just go for primary first option everything, but it just works. So I'm gonna go for that. For the spoiler option that this vehicle has, I didn't expect a spoiler option, to be honest. We got a few different ones we can go for here. I kind of like the primary large arrow. I'm kind of thinking about going for that. I think I am gonna go for that. It just extends the back a little bit. It looks okay. For the suspension, it is an off-road class vehicle, so I'm gonna leave it raised actually, I think. And then for the wheels, I'm gonna go for the concave rally master. They're my favorite off-road wheels, so it only makes sense to go for them on this thing. And I feel like they fit nicely. I feel like they fit any vehicle, to be honest. We'll leave those in a black, I think, for the color. And then we will go for the bulletproof tires, of course. And then for the windows, we will do a light smoke. Okay, nice. I'm liking how this has turned out, I think. Let's take it outside. We're, of course, going to do a sound test as well as a full review. So let's take a listen here quick. It doesn't sound like incredible, it doesn't sound awful. I feel like all of the cars from this DLC have been like quiet a little bit. Like I feel like they all have had like a different tone to them. I feel like they've just been like toned down, maybe, or just quieter in general. I don't know, it's interesting, but this thing is stupid fast. It is stupid fast. What the hell? Why is it this quick? Bro, this thing, okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction right now. I feel like this thing is going to rival the Draugr in the off-road category. I don't know. This thing is crazy, actually. It's so damn fast, man. It's so fast. It's actually insane. I can't believe how quick this thing is. It's definitely all-wheel drive as well. I can just tell you that right off the bat right now. I just simply tell by driving it. It's definitely all-wheel drive. The turn-in response is crazy good for being, well, a Dodge Durango from like 1999. I mean, it's like not understeering at all, which is exactly what I expected it to do. I expected it to understeer horrifically, actually, but it's doing completely fine, actually. I'm pretty shocked, I have to say. And keep in mind, it's also snowing while this is happening as well, which is going to nerf the handling of the vehicle a little bit. But this thing is doing incredibly well. I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked. I was expecting to fully hate this vehicle, but it's actually pretty good, and it handles nicely. And it's fast. It's so fast. What the hell is wrong with this thing? That is so crazy. This thing, it's got to be top of the off-road category for sure, 100%. Like, I can just tell driving it right here, right now in the snow, this thing shreds, man. This thing shreds, and it's gonna shred in the off-road category for racing, 100%. This thing is super amazing. It's actually really consistent through the corners too. Like, there hasn't been a single corner where I've like not known what to do with the vehicle. This thing is confidence inspiring. It's actually really cool, guys. I'm not exaggerating, I'm not joking. This is actually a great off-road vehicle. I was expecting to fully hate this, but it is actually a very good vehicle. So it goes for $1,375,000, which is a little, honestly, cheaper than I kind of expected it to be. And I feel like just based off of the performance alone that I'm experiencing right now, this thing is probably worth the price. Low key. Like, it's actually very good. So that's pretty much all I have to say about it. We're gonna have to see some further testing with it later, but for right now, this thing is really good in my books. I think this is actually a phenomenal vehicle. I'm shocked. I'm actually quite shocked. Well, guys, if you're interested, definitely look into the Bravado Dorado. This thing is actually probably worth picking up. It's very good. It handles nicely. It accelerates well. I don't see any bad parts to this vehicle, to be completely honest, other than maybe the looks, but it's cool to have for sure. So do with that information what you will. If you enjoyed the video, like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Till then, take care. Peace.